What's up, cat? That is. So I got my book in my hand, right? And I just came back from Virginia, and it's just funny being back in New York City, seeing everybody on top of each other like this. This shit is crazy because, like, when you go to Virginia, when you're driving down south, all you see is like miles and miles of green open land, and it'd be like one house and all them acres of land. And you be thinking, and I was telling my brother and them, I was like, damn, think about it. That one house, that one homeowner owns all that land. All that fucking land you be seeing. Oh, you just like see miles and miles. And I was like, we on the highway. There's no telling. He owns land on this side of the highway and that land's on the other side of the highway. Because like when like when you own land and the government want to build highways through it, they just do it. I don't know how they go about it, but they had to cut through your land to make a shortcut or to make another route. So there's no telling, like, the guy on that side of the house, on that side of the highway owns land, and he owns the land on this side of the highway. You get what I'm saying? Man, it's just all that fucking land. And like Ted Turner, I forgot what state Ted Turner's from, but Ted Turner owns millions and millions of acres of land in the state that he lives in. That shit is crazy, ain't it? But here we are in New York City, where everybody on top of each other. Everybody on top of each other. Everybody underneath everybody. Everybody side by side. So that means your neighbors making noise. You got to listen to their bullshit upstairs. You got to listen to their music. You got to smell their food. You got to smell their spices. You got to hear them fighting. You got to hear them fucking. You got to hear them partying. This is why New York City is so stressful, boy. This is why. Because I was down south and you don't see none of this shit, boy. You don't see none of this shit. Acres and acres of land. That's why black people never got their 40 acres in the Mule. You know what I'm saying? Because that land is worth a lot of fucking money. Could you imagine what 40 acres of land is? Here I am on 125th Street. I'm on 125th Street. That's like you owning land from 125th Street. That's like one black person owning land from 125th Street all the way to 145th Street. Could you imagine that shit? You own a land from 125th Street all the way to 145th Street. And then, I don't even know how many blocks. That's like 20 blocks. That's like damn near 20 blocks. You own land from there to 140, from 125th Street all the way to 145th Street. And that's your land. Now you see why black people never got 40 acres in the Mule. Would you imagine that shit? And the thing about it, another thing I was telling my cousin and them is like, when immigrants came to America, or when explorers or whatever coming to America, the government gave them that land. All they had to do was put a stake in the ground and said, "This is mine. This is mine as far as the eye can see. This is my land." That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. And then the thing about it is like when immigrants came to America, the government gave them land. They gave them the land. They gave them the tools to take care of the land, and they even put them in schools to teach them how to take care of the land. But black people never got 40 acres in the Mule. This shit is crazy. All right, y'all. Let me get back to the hustle and bustle. New York City. Take it easy. What's up, everybody? If you like to read, you might enjoy my book of poems, jokes, and my ghetto philosophy. This one is called Corner Stores in the Middle of the Block. My second one is called Don't Beat Your Children or They'll Turn Out Like Me. And I got a third one. It's called Agitation Gets the Dirt Out. Use Cash App and get a copy or inbox me for more information.